Assalamu alaikum everyone, thank you for joining me again. Today I'll be making custard slices, vanilla custard slices, and what we're going to need for that is one ready rolled puff pastry, 120 grams of cornflour, 120 grams of icing sugar, 200 grams of custard sugar. Going to need a litre of milk, teaspoon of vanilla extract. We're going to need 4 medium-sized eggs and dark chocolate, but dark chocolate is optional. That's for like decorating on the top of the cake. So let's get started. So what we're going to first do is get the puff pastry out. And we're going to fold it in half to make a line so we know it's even. And after we've done that, we're going to cut just across the line like so. Then we're going to get a tray like so and put greaseproof paper on it. You're going to need 2 pieces of them. After we've done that, oh god, I've already got my jumper so dirty. We're going to place the puff pastry like so. On the baking sheet. And we're going to put the other slice as well. Could have done with, I haven't got any more bigger trays, so just have to go a bit over the edges. Or I can actually trim the slices on both sides, but the same amount. Like so. And we're going to get a fork now. And we're going to make holes all over the pastries. So we know it gets cooked thoroughly. So once you've done that, we're going to place, where's it gone? The second sheet of the paper on top of the pastry. And we're going to get the same size baking tray and we're going to put it on top of it. Just because we don't want the pastry to rise. And now we're going to put this in a preheated oven for 15 minutes. Preheated oven for 15 minutes on gas mark 180. So it's been about 15 minutes now. We've got it out of the oven. We're going to remove the top layer, and then we're going to bang this in the oven again for about 3 to 4 minutes so it just browns at the top. can now see it's been about 3 to 4 minutes. We've got it out of the oven. It's going to be golden at the top, so we're going to set it aside and let it completely cool down. So whilst the puff pastry is cooling down, we're going to make our custard. So in our big bowl, we're going to add in the cornflour, and to that we're going to add in our custard sugar as well. And we're going to bind them together, mix them properly. So once that's been blended in together, we're going to add in our eggs. And we're going to whisk the mixture in together until there's no lump whatsoever. See the texture, and there's no lumps there. So now we're going to put that aside and we're going to heat the milk up. So now in the saucepan we added the 1 litre of milk, and we've put the flame on to medium to high, and we're going to wait until this simmers. So now that the milk has warmed up a bit, I'm going to add in my vanilla extract, about a teaspoon, and mix it properly with the milk. And we're going to let it come to the boil. So almost reaching its boiling point, and you want to carry on frequently mixing it because you don't want to burn the milk and you don't want to get it stuck at the bottom, so you're constantly mixing it. Oops. And now it's risen, it's got to the boiling point. We turn the heat down to the minimum, and we're going to add about 3 this size spoon of the milk into the mixture. And we're gonna mix it in properly. After it's mixed in properly, what we're going to do is transfer this egg mixture into the milk. and we're gonna turn the heat back up to medium high again, and we're gonna constantly mix it for about 3 minutes. 3 minutes like so, and you want to rapidly mix it without stopping so they don't form any lumps. Then after about 3 minutes, no longer than that, you're going to turn the heat off. And you're going to carry on mixing it for another further 3-4 minutes of heat. I'm going to mix it and mix it until the custard cools down. And once it cools down, you'll notice the custard gets a lot more thicker. I've got it off the cooker now, so you know what, this is so tough on the hands. My hands are aching, my arms are aching. It's well worth it. I love custard. You see my face now, I think I'm sweating. Who needs gym when you've got baking like this at home all the time? So you want to carry on doing that. If you do it from a height like this, cools down quicker, and we're going to wait for that to cool down but stay slightly warm, so when it's warm it's easy to spread on the puff pastry. Because it thickens, it can get quite difficult to evenly smooth them if it's gone completely cold. So now they have completely cooled down and the custard is warm. We're going to spread it evenly all over the pastry, starting from the center. Once you have spreaded it like so, you're going to get the second piece, turn it inside out because the other side is flat, and we're going to very light-handedly press it down till you can see the custard almost coming out at the edges. Pastry sticks to the custard. Now that's been done, we're going to set that aside, and and we're gonna make the icing. So in a bowl again, we're gonna bang in the icing sugar. We're gonna add in a tablespoon of water. I'm gonna mix it in. You really need just a tiny bit of water. Once you've mixed it in, you add 1 more tablespoon, and that's all you need, and mix it until it creates a smooth paste. And there should be no lumps. You can add more icing sugar in. Personally, I'm not into too much sweet, so the lighter the better for me. But if you like really sweet stuff, you can make it into a thicker form. So as you can see, this is the consistency you want. Back our custard puffs, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just drizzle it on top, like so, a bit at a time. And with the spatula, I'm just gonna even it out on top. I'm not a very big fan of icing sugar, but at the same time I love my custard slices. I love custard. So I'm gonna cover it lightly as I can, lightly as possible for me, but you guys can go thicker. So now what people usually would do is melt some chocolate with butter on stove and stuff, but I'm not going to do that. Can't be asked with that at the moment. I'm going to just put some chocolate shavings on top. So guys, that's how I did it, with the dark chocolate shavings on top instead of melting it. And as you can see, I didn't put much of the icing down because I really don't like icing at all. I just want it slightly sweet, because obviously it's a dessert and the custard's quite kind of sweet as well. So now what we're going to do is, we can't have that straight away, and don't even attempt to cut it into slices. We're going to leave it in the fridge overnight, and then tomorrow, once it's set and gone a bit hard, then we're going to get some perfect slices out of that. So we'll get together again tomorrow. So for now, bye. Hello, back again. Yeah, I told you I'm gonna wait overnight for next morning to cut this up, but I made this in the morning and it's 11 in the evening now. So I've actually decided to get this out because it's actually set, and I'm going to cut it into slices. So first I'm going to cut it right through the center here. making sure they're all equal sizes. Look at this, guys. Now we're going to get a bit more icing sugar and we're going to coat it at the top. And there we go, guys, our custard puff pastry, custard slices. So if you enjoyed watching this video, put a like, comment and share, and until next time, bye.